So last night, when I said he makes adjustment, I want to show you 3 at-bats he had. His first 3 at-bats off of Garrett Cole. And his first at-bat, he's up here. He's in a 2-2 count situation off of Garrett Cole, right? So what's going to happen? What's he going to throw? He gets pulled. He's out in front, flips the slider. You can tell he wasn't too happy. He flipped his bat up. His next at-bat, I think he's thinking slider. He got blown away. Now, freeze it for me if you can, or did we do that in this particular case? We did not. He jumped some first pitch case because I think that he's sitting there watching Garrett Cole going, I don't want to get deep in the count against this guy anymore. And I wanted to ask you when I saw that swing, and that was not a swing that I'm going to try to hit at 9 miles.
Right.
That was a swing, I'm doing one pitch, I'm going to put this ball in play with a short swing.
Right.
And look, half of my at-bats in the big leagues, I wanted to get that dude before he got me. And if you were going to throw a straight ball, I was going to swing at it because I didn't want to see Mr. Slider come up there. Did you have anybody that you were facing that you went up to home plate and said, you know what, I'm thinking I'm going to see one pitch because I don't want to get too deep off of this dude?
Oh, yeah. I remember facing Curt Schilling. I'm like, I cannot get to that split. I'm going to try and jump him first pitch.
Right.
And also Smoltz. Smoltz, I'd try and crowd the plate.
But you weren't trying to go like 9 miles.
No way, because if I was going 9 miles and I missed, I knew it was over. I knew he was going to slider me. Schilling would split you to death. You just knew you had to get certain guys early. I love about that, too, is that, you're right. He was like, okay, I'm just going to touch this. And I always think this mentality as a hitter. You're always one pitch away. So you got those first 2 at-bats, he got you pretty good. Guess what? You're only one pitch away from turning around and having a good game. And I think Bogey did a great job right there.
So if all planets align, like I'm hoping for, be careful in these next at-bats, Cortez. You just got him in 3 pitches. Now, I want to walk over here because I was watching him since August 27th. He dipped below 300 Ks. You know something about hitting 300, don't you?
Right, yeah.
Was your career average or something like that? Oh, my bad.
My bad.
But since then, he's hitting 473, right? And I wanted to look at 4 at-bats, and I think what Bogarts is really good at is he plays the game. He understands baseball. He understands the scoreboard. He understands what he has to do as a hitter to get things done. So let's look at these 4 at-bats, and we're going to look at some things and set some things up. So freeze this for me a minute, and then keep this frozen. Perfect. This is in Minnesota the other day. We got the bases drunk, right? Top of the 3rd inning, it's a 0-0 game. I don't think he's trying to get too big right here. I think he's just trying to do his job and drive the ball somewhere. So let's play this forward. You notice, too, there's no overshift. They're playing him straight. First pitch, takes it. He goes, so what? I'm still in the driver's seat. Now look at this spinning slide ball and look at absolute rocket. That's 4 steak sandwiches right there. All right, watch this later in the game. 2 outs, man on second. I need a hit. He gets a base hit, drives in a run. But I want to show you something right here. Freeze it. Now, I firmly believe when you decided to do this to him, and there's 2 outs, and this dude on second base, we got an English Premier League soccer program going here with a 90-foot goal, and we put the goalie over here. And this dude says, I like my chances on this PK. And I'm telling you, if you watch this swing, this is a deliberate, I'm going to do that right here. Play it forward, please. Watch his effort right here. That's exactly what he wanted to do, and he said, thank you very much. There's another ribeye steak sandwich. Freeze it, please. Set it up. We got a man on third. This is in Baltimore the other day. By the way, it's the 1st inning, and I'm going to be a spoiler alert. Boston won this game 1-0. Every run counts. Okay, play it forward, please. He's got 1 out. He gets his attention. He backs off the plate. Okay, he takes that. He's still in the driver's seat. Spits on that. Watch this spinning breaking ball. He purposely kept his hands in this way, brought the barrel to it so he could do that and hit the sac fly. And then the last one. Freeze it again for me, please. Thank you very much. We got 2 outs. There's a man on third. So it's another similar situation where I got to get a knock. So he's in a 3-1 count, and I don't think he gets big right here. He lets the ball travel. Watch this swing, but because he's so good, he gets rewarded. Play it, please. That's kind of like pushing the ball, too. Now he's in Camden Yards. He hits it 374 feet, and it's a homer. But look at this case. Keep that frozen for me. This is as good as it gets. This is a little Nolan Arenado-like with the head down, and he's not trying to go 9 miles that way. He let the ball get deep on him. He kind of put a nice little swing on it, drove the ball to right center, hits the ball to the ballpark. So I love the fact that he's hitting 318. I love the fact that I think he plays the scoreboard. He plays the game.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not up there swinging out of his backside 4 times, 3 times walking back to the dugout. He understands who's out there. He'll take what you proverbially give him, and he does his job. So he's free at the end of this year.
Yeah.
And he's pretty good shortstop.
Yes.
And he puts up pretty good numbers.
Rip, that's such a great tape, and it's pretty impressive because I think you're right. He was very deliberate of going to right field, deliberate to get the ball in the air. And I think the great thing about Bogey, why he's one of the best players in the game, he has that barrel awareness we talk about. Hey, listen, I'm not going to do too much. I'll pick my spots when I want to hit a bomb when the bases are loaded. Like that's what makes him one of the best.